Hello everybody and welcome to round 11 of the championship here on Race Department, the Hungarian Grand Prix. We've just started qualifying, but we've already had a car out of qualifying. I believe they've got a qualifying ban for this race, so don't be too alarmed by that. Many drivers making their way out on circuit. I think Harry's the furthest on track so far, so we might follow him around this 4.3 kilometer circuit. Yeah. Where is Harry? There he is, driving the Sauber this weekend. I believe there is actually somebody ahead of him. Sure who. And that nice wide entry is the best to open up your qualifying lap with here. Down the 900 meter pit straight. Not really doing that high of a top speed. Remember, you need all of the downforce for the middle sector. Bit of a lock up there into turn 2. Big power slide on the way out. Flat out up to turn 4. Very easy to get a off-track penalty, which invalidates your lap on that corner, both on the entry and the exit. Through the chicane, should be third gear for everybody through there. This is a rather satisfying sequence of corners. Using fourth gear through there. Using fourth gear through here as well. That's a bit of an odd choice. And then round the final corner. And engage the DRS. We've got Johnny, who was out first. He's on an 18.5. 18.6 rather, as Harry goes fastest on a 18 flat. We've got Michael, our championship leader, on a 17.5. Got yellows out in the middle sector. Lap times coming in thick and fast. We've got Sean up in second place on the 17.6. Where does Martin go? Martin goes 6th. Jerry goes up to 6th. Kaz goes up to 4th place. We've got Guy here in the Red Bull. He comes across the line to go 4th. We've got Matt there, who goes fastest on a 17.51. Decent lap for him. Got Drew there in 9th place. Got Mikey and the other Red Bull in 4th. See who else is to do a lap. Ben crosses the line to start his lap. Well, I say to start his lap. I believe he just finished one and it was invalidated. Here comes his teammate Gattis in the Ferrari. These two Ferraris have been pretty decent in the last couple of races, when they're not spinning off like Ben did in Silverstone. Sean now goes fastest on the 17.1. That's a very, very, very good lap. Now I've got to say, he's been very, very good the last couple of races. As you got one of the Mercedes is off. We're going to stay with Gattis. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go to Ben. There's a bit of a lock up there, but he gets the front end in. Big power slide on the way out. into the final corner that goes on and on and on. DRS open. And Ben goes up to 4th now. Where is his teammate going to place? He crosses the line now. He goes up to 9th. We've got Mitchell, who was that Mercedes that went off earlier on when we were watching, down in 10th place. Now this season has just gone bad to worse for this man. Remember, he was the championship leader for the early part. It looked like he was going to battle Michael all the way for it. And he's just fallen off completely in a lot of the races, last couple of races. Now we're in that unfortunate lull where we don't have that many cars out. I do apologise if I do sound a little bugged up. That's because I am. But I'm going to do my best to not sound like a complete douche. Let's have a look at the tyres. Everyone's on the super soft. Thank you there, Ben. I could do with some chicken. There's your lap times and there's the gap. So the top 11 basically covered by a second. Which is pretty good. I have seen the gaps being a bit wider than that of late. It's good to see that the drivers are closing up a bit. I've got a new follower apparently. Wow, Martin all over the curb on the entry there. Not quite sure how he managed to do that and not just be spat off the racetrack. Very nice through there. That shouldn't have given him off track. Listen to me saying an off track like it's iRacing. Far from it. Nice and neat through there. A little wide on this entry. Going to compromise him for the right-hander. Not the entire section. Nice and tidy. A little bit of a lock up on the right front, so he's run a bit wide. Shouldn't cost him that much time. Remember, this is his second run. A lot of understeer. DRS open. Does this improve his lap time? It does indeed. He goes up to 13th position. Right, ride with Drew. Big lift through there, so I'm not sure this is a representative lap. Probably not, because he's very wide going into the entry of the corner. Yep, that's just the start of his lap. Dark Shark in the Toro Rosso. He goes up to 17th. Here's Daniel Ricciardo. Not the real one, of course. To the final corner. He goes up to 14th with that. So that's a good lap time from him. Johnny retired in the pits. Let's follow Drew for a bit. Try and keep an eye on all of the cars. Oh, Drew with a bit of oversteer there. That's not what he wanted, but he gathered it back up. Would have cost him a 10th or 2. We're going to nail it out this final corner. And he's backed off. That clearly wasn't going to do anything for him. Here comes Sean to start a lap. Look at that, Ben goes fastest. 17.152. That's 0.03 of a second faster than Sean, who's also on a lap. That's a lot of curb there from Matt. That should tell me if he's improving. Martin retires from the session, he's 14th. Ben retires from the pole. He's not going to get another lap in because we are into overtime. Let's see where this lap put up to 3rd place. And I do apologise, I keep calling him Matt, his name's Mark. Here's Michael. No doubt what his name is because he's the championship leader so far. And he's retired. Anybody on the lap at all? No. Oh, Gattis is in the pit. Guy is in the pit wall. Not quite sure how he managed that. Tom's also... So that is it for qualifying. There's your grid. That's a very close grid. Ben, Sean, Mark, Kaz, Michael, Harry, Mitchell, Mikey, Milos, and Tom are your top 10. You have to go down to 14th position before you get outside of a second. That's a very good qualifying session. Drew down there in 16th, he won't be that pleased. We will hope to get through the carnage. The same way that I hope to get through this race. Oh. So here we go, we're just going to wait for the start. Now we did have the formation lap on last week, and that went fantastically wrong. So I do believe we're not running it this week. Nor will we for the rest of the season. So we got 25 seconds left before the start of this race. Who will lead the 296 meter dash to turn 1? We're going to find out in 15 seconds. Here we go. We've got 3 laps, we've got 4, we've got 5. And away we go in Hungary. It's a decent start for everybody. Ben straight into the lead. Mark straight into second. They've gone single file. We've got 3 wide in the middle of the pack. As we go down into turn 1. Everybody getting through. And everybody has got through. That's very good driving. Look at Mark trying to go around the outside for the lead. That's not going to work. Certainly doesn't. Oh, we've got a Force India side by side through turn 4. We've got Jerry having contact at the back of the pack, and he's fallen down. earth is going on? We've got Toro Rosso off. Another Toro Rosso off. Not gone too well. See if Jerry's got some damage. Oh, and that's a Renault off. Who is that? It's Daniel Ricciardo. He's got damage to the right front of his front wing. I was going to say that it's not often that you see a Renault with damage at the start of a race, but that would be lying. Car's in the pits already. Ben set the fastest lap, obviously, as is the leader. We've got Mitchell in the pits. So he got into the walls, obviously. We've got Gattis in the pits as well. We've got Jerry in the pits. We've also got Daniel Ricciardo in the pits. And Johnny's only just made it across the line. Back to your leaders, we've got Ben with Mark behind him. The debris on the racetrack still. Sean in third. Michael in fourth. Kaz in fifth. Mikey in sixth. So he's up a place, I believe. Harry in seventh. Milos in eighth. Guy in ninth. And Tom in 10th. That's a bit wide there from Harry, that's naughty. So let's have a look. Your Hard Charger award goes to one of the Toro Rossos. He's up 7 places. Mark's up a place. Michael's up a place. Mikey's up 2. It looks like my commentary partner won't be joining us. Hang on, I'm still trying to find the bloody tyres. There we go. Johnny with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. There you go, your top 11 on the super soft tyre. Martin on the medium tyre. Oh, and that's Sean off the road. And he's got damage to the left front of his wing. That's really not good. Johnny is retired from the race as well. I assume he was the one that caused some of the carnage at the start, judging by what he's just said in the stream chat. But yeah, we've got all 3 tyres in use at the moment. The super soft, the medium and the soft. Sean's obviously pitted. Milos has made the pass on Guy for 7th position. Gap for the lead's 1.1 second. Harry's already got a 3-second penalty, and we're only on lap 4. That might be the story of this race. Like your closest battle on track is for 4th place at the moment. Or should I say for 3rd? Michael, Kaz and Mikey all in the same vicinity of racetrack. All with DRS. And all not able to do anything with it. I'm starting to think this isn't going to really be one of our classic races that we've had. Silverstone was pretty good. Canada was pretty good. Well, Canada was a bit meh. Austria was a cracker. This probably isn't going to be so much. Especially if Mark keeps making mistakes like that. We're still following Mikey on track. He looks the raciest out of this lot. At least at the moment. Apparently I've got the voice of Murray Walker. Well, I think that's a bit of an insult to Murray Walker, to be fair. Unless he sounds like he constantly has a cold. Oh. Bit of lag in the server. About for 7th is pretty close too. Let's go down to Sean in 17th place as he's trying to mount Mitchell into turn 1. A rather splendid Cody's bug. It says Sean's on the medium tyre, yet his car is on soft. So I do apologise, I have no idea which tyre he's on. I'm going to go with the data and say that he's on the mediums. Wow, he's literally pushing him around the track at this point. Back to this, but good lord. This is now the battle for 2nd position. Oh dear, I thought Kaz was going for a move on Michael there. He wants to be careful. Really don't want to get in the way of the championship. Ben doing a fantastic job there in the lead. 3.4 seconds ahead already. Nobody really looking for an overtake yet. Then again, if you've all got DRS, it's not exactly effective. Pass for 14th place. I don't think the connection's too strong today because most of the cars are going sideways. At least for me anyway. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the gap between Sean and the cars in front, because Sean usually likes to stick his cars up the inside of places that he really shouldn't. 4.5 seconds already for the lead, and here comes Michael down the inside. A little bit of wheel bang in there for second position. That's going to allow Kaz to try and attempt to get third place. He's side by side now with Mark. A little more wheel banging through turn 2. They're all still on track, which is good. If this was an iRacing race, they'd all be in the barriers, especially if it was IMSA. But anyway, I digress. Harry with another penalty. Sean up another place to 15th after his early stop. I know I said I was going to keep an eye on that, but yeah, missed it completely. Oh, and that's Harry in the barriers. What corner is that? That is in the middle of the S's. I wonder how he's managed that. And unfortunately, we don't have the safety car because that is also broken. Mikey having a look for 4th place. I think that was a very weird place to lose it, but unfortunately, there's no replay feature on this either, so I can't show you. What's not broken on this game? Not a lot, to be brutally honest. Let's have a look at anywhere else down the field. Tom's glued to the back of Drew, and they're not really that close. Sean's a second behind Gattis. We've got yet another penalty for Jerry. Wow, his car's planted through that section. Back to the battle for third. Kaz is having another go around the outside. Still can't do it. He's obviously trying to stay around the outside for that corner so that he can have the inside for turn 3, but keeps getting run out of road. Martin's falling down a position. Got Gattis with Sean again. Oh, and that's Dark Shock. Out. What is that? That's turn 1, I think. That is turn 1. How did he lose it? He must have lost it on the AstroTurf and just went straight to the wall. Very strange offs happening. Look at that, I don't know what happened with Mark, but he's dropped 2 places. Kaz and Mikey finally passed him. Mikey's now attacking for 3rd place. It's all kicking off. Mikey down the inside, that's going to be a textbook move. Well, yes it is. I was just waiting for them to come into shot, and I was half expecting them not to. But they did. So you've got Michael in 2nd, you've got Mikey in 3rd, Kaz in 4th, Mark in 5th. And then that's where the battling stops. At least in the meantime. Guy and Milos for 6th. You've got Drew with Tom right behind him. That battle's for 8th. Tom doing a nice job of hounding Drew. They're both on the same tyres as well. I wonder if Tom's brave enough to send it down the inside. All depends on his exit out the final corner, I'm guessing. Have a look for that shortly. Oh, both of them wheel spinning out the corner. And we've got Mark in the pits, so I'm guessing his tyres were a little more than second hand. That's probably why he dropped it and lost those 2 places. He goes onto the medium tyre. That battle continues. Sean has passed Gattis in the meantime. But he's now defending from Mitchell. Big slide there at turn 3. I would not want to be doing that. Mitchell is on the medium tyre. We've got Michael and Kaz in the pits. Who's your 2nd and 4th. Race drivers, so this is going to be good. Let's see where these drivers come out. Let's see where Mark comes out in relation to the cars he was fighting. I think they're well ahead. Or maybe not. Kaz down the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact through turn 1. And they're side by side again. Battle rejoined. One on the softs, one on the mediums. And Kaz finally manages, or does he? More wheel banging. Yes, he does. He finally manages to get that position, but he's got a penalty in doing so. So that's rather unfortunate. Oh, and Mark's lagging all over the place. Your race leader's in the pits, as is Mikey. I'm going to keep an eye on Mikey. On the soft tyres, and away he goes. Where is he going to come out? And as expected, Michael's passed him. Kaz has passed him on the undercut. So Mikey's got to do that overtake all over again. The gap's slightly bigger even this time. Gattis pits again. I believe that's its 2nd stop. Yep, he's the only 2-stopper so far. Michael needs to be careful with this overtake. Remember, Martin hasn't stopped yet in that McLaren in front of him. Does he pit? No, he doesn't. Down the inside he goes. Oh, wheel banging. Locks up a little bit, but he gets the position, and remember he's going to get the DRS again. Oh, but Martin crashes into the back of him. Loses a bit of a front wing. Not sure what that was about. Michael unscathed, but he's got the non-pit stopping Haas car in front of him. It's all getting rather tasty again. All the meanwhile, Ben is just driving off into the distance. 5.3 seconds is the gap. I want to see if Michael can close this up. Something's happened with Martin, because he's just lost 2 places. Can Mikey get them back? Dark Shark has left the session after his retirement earlier on in the race. We've got Martin in the pits. Look at this down the pit straight. puncture there for the Haas. He hasn't stopped yet. Clearly 21 laps on a set of soft tyres is too much. As his teammate pits again for super softs. That's awkward. Kaz has finally got past Mikey, so I think Mikey went a bit deep. Mikey pits. I can only assume he's going on the super softs. On a front wing change as well. That's ruined his race. Mitchell now up to 9th place, so that's 2 points at least. Sean's up to 7th, that's a good drive. Well, when he's not driving off the track like that. Yep, and there you go, he's got a 3-second penalty for it. And unfortunately, that's all your battling done at the moment. And again, keep your eyes on Mikey in the sole remaining Red Bull. See what he can do on those super soft tyres with 12 laps of this race remaining. Let's have a look at the fastest laps. We've got Kaz with the fastest lap. Good to see that no one's massively off the pace this week. Apart from the guy in 16th place that's almost exactly 2 seconds off. Mikey did with a 21.3. This is his out lap, so this will be the lap to look for. See if he could get any faster. Total penalties, I'm a bit too scared to look at those. Let's have a quick look at the so there you go, there's 1 penalty, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 14 penalties, that's not too bad. I mean, in Canada we had 42. And I wish that was a joke, but it's not. We actually had 42 penalties. Mikey there was a 19.2. It's a very quick lap. He's now all over the back of Drew, and Drew's not going to appreciate this at all. I think he would rather have any driver on the grid behind him apart from Mikey. Now expected Drew to spectacularly crash. Oh, down the inside! Oh, wheel bagging! Mikey gets through. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that Drew would want anybody rather than Mikey behind him. I believe both, yep, both Haas's are now out of the race. That one's ghosted, so he's out. He's also out. We've got Sean back in the pits. Remember, he pitted on lap 1 due to a spin, some contact. How many penalties did I say? Because that's another one. Let's see how quickly Mikey can get to the back of Mitchell. Gap's 1.7 seconds. And then he's pretty much done from there, because there's 11 seconds between Mitchell and the next car. 10 laps remaining. Look at that, Mikey's flying! I can imagine exactly what he's saying in their party chat as he passes Mitchell for 7th position. Nice and easy as long as he doesn't drop it on the exit, which he doesn't do. Right, he's now got exactly 11 seconds to catch up. He's already taken 2/10 of that away from Tom in a corner. So that'll be fun to watch Mikey driving through the field like that. Oh yes, remember we've also got Sean on the super soft tyres after his pit stop. Having said that, I think he's got 2 penalties now. He's passing Martin. Martin already had contact, remember, with the championship leader, Michael. Pretty good defensive driving going on. But I think for turn 1 you're going to be pretty done. Yep, there you go. Okay, maybe not. He should get the traction out the corner, and he does, and he's through. So Sean now in the points. Mikey playing around with the fuel a little bit. He's usually pretty decent with fuel saving, so as he now sets the car to Rich. Just for that straight, trying to eke out every 10th he can. Sean now with the fastest lap of the race, as we have a 14th penalty. I don't know what happened with Tom, but Tom's made a mistake. The gap's now 4.6 between himself and Mikey. Either that or just Mikey's just that bit quicker. There you go. Wow, Sean with an 18.8. Compared with Mikey's 19.2. And then no one's within 0.8 of that. There's your gap to leader. That's a pretty dominant performance. I'm going to be pretty happy with that. Not as dominant as Monaco. Remember, Ben won Monaco as well, but that was a gap of about 15 to 16 seconds. And if I remember, that was a lights to flag 2. Just about joined the battle between Sean and Drew. There's a pretty bad corner cut there for Sean. I know he's a bit desperate to try and get through, but that's... yeah. And the game didn't punish him either. Probably going to wait for the DRS, as he should. Oh, that was close. He's going to hug that pit wall. But Sean's just going to drive straight around the outside. Gattis in the pits for a third time. As he retires from the race. I'm guessing that's a rage quit from him then. Which is unfortunate, because he doesn't normally do that. Sean's next target is Drew's teammate in Mitchell. Now these two have already had a fight earlier on in the race. I've got to keep an eye on Mikey as well, because Mikey's only half a second off the back of Tom while this is going on. This is the closer fight, so I'll stick with this just shortly. Oh, he's going to square off that corner, and he's just going to drive straight past him. More traction on the softer tyres and the DRS. And that's him up into 8th position. Here's the battle for 6th. Oh, will be! And they're in the wall! I don't believe that! Tom and Mikey in the barriers! Down there at turn 4. Sean gets another penalty. Really not sure what on earth either of them two were doing. I think the stewards are going to be pretty busy this afternoon. This evening, rather. It is 9 o'clock in the evening. That was just stupid. How much damage does Tom have? Only a bit of minimal front wing damage. I would have expected him to have more than that. And now look at that, the gap. 2.1 seconds. Oh no, please tell me Mikey hasn't put it in the pit wall. He did indeed. He's not going from bad to worse. I don't think I'll be talking to him tonight, because he'll be swearing probably from right now till probably about midpoint Friday afternoon. There's Sean up another place. That's him up to 6th. He's doing rather nicely. Got Drew on his teammate, and this will be fun. Going for the outside. Oh, look at that. Mitchell lets him through. Oh. I was not expecting that. I was expecting some sort of a battle, but maybe Mitchell's tyres have cried enough. Especially as we've only got 2 laps of this race remaining. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mikey's back out on track, but he's 13th. Who's that in front of him? That is a good question. I think he's just gone a lap down, I think. Yep, he has. That's Michael in front of him. I can see Ben's backed off a little bit. The gap's dropped to... It was just under 5.7 seconds, but back up now. Has Michael dropped back behind Mikey? He has. So Michael just went off. Albeit briefly. Ben's about to start your final lap of this race. Sean's handed another penalty. Surprised he hasn't been DQ'd yet. Michael's in 2nd. Kaz is in 3rd. Mark is in 4th. Milos, fantastic drive by him to finish 5th. Well, I say that, now I've jinxed him and he's probably going to put it on the wall on this final lap. Sean just coming around the final corner now, he's in 6th. Got Tom there in 7th position. Drew is closing up on him, but probably not enough. He's got 1 lap to make up 1.2 seconds, so probably isn't going to do it. Yep, and he's outside DRS, so he's not going to get that either. Mitchell in 9th, Martin in 10th, Jerry in 11th, Daniel Ricciardo in 12th, Mikey in 13th, Andy Haas in 15th, and here comes Ben to cross the line and take victory. But I'm going to just quickly go down to 8th place, because if I stay with the leader it will lock me to him. I won't be able to see anyone else. Gap's only 4/10 between Drew and Tom now, so there could be another move in this final lap. Shows I know nothing at all, because I said Drew wasn't going to make up 1.2 seconds. Tom's run a little wide. Nah, he's too far back. Especially now that he's locked up with his multicoloured tyres. And that straight's not long enough. Drew's going to cross the line in 8th position. But remember, the penalties are being applied as well. So we'll have to wait for the final screen to see exactly where everybody finished. Just going to wait for Daniel Ricciardo to cross the line. And that's the end of your Hungarian Grand Prix. Although I can't wait to see the final standings, because of course we've got to get all those penalties out of the way first. To find out where anyone actually finished. I think I've got, well, I'll find out where everybody finished and then I'll let you know who my driver of the day was. It would be easy to give it to Ben because he was just completely dominant. But we had the early fight back there from Mikey. We had Sean fighting through the field. But there you have it. Ben is your winner. Michael is second. Kaz is third. Mark is fourth. Milos is fifth, so he gets my driver of the day. Drew is sixth. Sean is seventh. Tom is eighth. Mitchell is ninth. And Martin rounds out your point scorers. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that particular race. We're not back next week, I don't think. I think we're on a break. We are indeed on a break, so we will be back on the 2nd of January for the Belgian Grand Prix. And hopefully my commentary partner Charlie will be back with me as well. I think he did join during that actual stream, but I think he was too late to get in the actual lobby to watch the race, so that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed that one. We will be back on this channel on the 2nd of January. The VOD for this is going up on the YouTube channel as well. So until the 2nd of January, I shall see you then. And take care, everyone.